news is coming that Syria is now controlled by external forces rather than the kind of diplomatic way or something that is a democratic system. So democratic system in Syria is over, and people have controlled the Damascus. Damascus is a Sanskrit word. Damascus from the outside. Anyway, that we will talk little later. Now we are in phase of discussing Islam in Bangladesh. Islam in Bangladesh. How Islam that got cultivated, that got kind of it grew in Bangladesh. Now many people think in India at least that prior to Islam in Bangladesh it was Hinduism. Hindu people they got converted into Islam, and they are doing atrocities on the local people Hindu. That is not good because their ancestors are Hindu, and in that sense they are doing atrocities on Hindu. That is completely unethical. This is insult to their ancestor forefather. But I'm not saying it is good. Certainly it is not good. But forefather of Bangladeshis are not Hindu. The main tribe of Bangladesh, the main population of Bangladesh, which is Muslim now, their forefathers were not Hindu. That is the matter of concern. They were completely Buddhist. They were completely Buddhist. So after arrival of Buddha religion from the Gautam Buddha, Bangladesh was country which acquired Buddhist religion very quickly, very quickly. I believe Gautam Buddha came around 600 BC. 545 BC around Bangladesh, Bangladesh was Bangladesh is considered as it was full Buddhist. Okay, how someone can prove it? People know one thing that comes into the picture. People know that Buddhism in Sri Lanka was spread by son of King Ashoka, son of King Ashoka. I don't remember his name. Son and daughter of King Ashoka, they went with the Bodhi tree sample in the Sri Lanka, and it became a Buddhist country. But many historians they are not going with that principle. They believe that there was a king in Bangladesh region. Earlier it was Bengal, but Bengal is always in two parts. Ichamati river that comes out of Ganga, the west side of Ichamati river is Hooghly river dominated, whereas east side of Ichamati is Brahmaputra river dominated. The culture there is Brahmaputra river culture. This side culture is Ganga region culture. So actually it is different from the past one. There are two countries nowadays, but culture is always different. This is what historians also they prove it. So the whatever present day Bangladesh is, there the king was Singha Bahu. Singha Bahu was a very powerful king in that region, Singha Bahu. And Singha Bahu had a son called Bijoy, Bijay, Bijoy, Bijoy Singha. And these are Buddhist people. Very immediately after the Buddha period, they were Buddhist. Now Vijay Singha, with his 700 followers, he went to Sri Lanka and he established a kingdom out there. Okay, and then he spread the Buddhism into the people out there, and people became Buddhist, and all kingdom was called Singhala kingdom. Still, it is people they Sri Lankan people they call themselves Sihli. So Sihli is from the Bijoy Singha only. Vijay Singha was son of Singha Bahu, and he went to Sri Lanka and he spread Buddhism. So King Asok and his son and daughter they came 200 afterwards. This is what is the historian says about it. Another historian say that there was a book written around first BC, means within 100 years prior to the BC means birth of Jesus Christ. And they call it that there was a book called Manu. Manu was written. In that book, it is mentioned that that people that region that is Bangladesh. So that is these people don't go there. You will get contaminated. If you go in that region, you will get contaminated. Contamination means everyone understand. If there is any disease is happening, if someone is going in that region, he will get the disease. So since that side Hindu religion is not there, don't go that side because you will get contaminated. Okay, so means that region had different religion since Buddha period only. Now Gupta dynasty came in India. I believe 300 CE, Common Era, post Jesus Christ. 300 to 650 CE, Gupta period was there. In that period, it is called that he spread Hindu religion and kind of he was trying to ruin. He was trying to completely desecrate, completely destroy the Buddhist religion. This is what Gupta period, this history is called. So to avoid this, to avoid kind of in that situation, many people kind of they would have fled Bangladesh or something like that. Means there was a chaos at that time. He did this. If historians consider he did this because that region was Buddhist region. The bigger part of Bengal, it had converted to Buddhism. To convert it back, Gupta period, kings were doing like that. So they convert back to Hinduism. But whatever, Gupta period was in Gangetic plain, India, not in Bangladesh. So his concern was more also toward the Buddhists. They existed in Gangetic plain. Now, historian Huan Sang was the historian from China. He came to India during that period, during 600 CE or something like that. He is writing to avoid the persecution, to avoid the pain that was granted from Gupta king all around the Buddhist people. They went and assembled in Bangladesh region to save their life. So Bangladesh region Buddhism did not decrease because of Gupta period, it increased only. So someone can say who were not liking Hindu in Indian part or Gangetic plain, they were going to Bangladesh to acquire different religion. Okay, so it was a kind of outsider settlers from Indian part who did not like Hindu religion. Whenever atrocities started happening, non-Hindu people they started migrating to Bangladesh. So that is another story. But anyway, 750 CE to 1100, I believe that is 350 years of era. There was a Pal dynasty in Bangladesh. Pal dynasty, Dhaka. Dhaka Pal dynasty is world famous. 350 years of very strong Buddhist, Buddhist, Buddhist kind of dynasty came in Dhaka. People consider because of Gupta period only, Pal dynasty came in Dhaka. And that Pal dynasty concentrated completely into the spread of Buddhist religion. So there is a university, world-renowned university called Nalanda University that falls in Magad region of Bihar. And that university, the Pal dynasty king, they concentrated heavily on that on this university. This university was running because of the aid from Buddhist king only. Like Harshvardhan was showering money in the Nalanda University where the Buddhist preaching used to happen. Then Pal king they also showering money on the Nalanda University where Buddhist preaching used to happen. And then Pal dynasty existed for 350 years, very thriving, very powerful. Not only the Bangladesh region, Pal dynasty, they spread in Pakistan region also. If you see the history of Pakistan, the Pal dynasty, they took over the Pakistan also. Pakistan, they also tried to spread Buddhist religion. How much they succeeded, no one knows. But they were kind of funding Taxila also. Taxila was Buddhist preaching there also. So Pal dynasty 350 years they took care of the Buddhist religion. Now, people they got that much tired of the Buddhist religion that Pal dynasty fell around 1100 C, and Sen dynasty came in Bengal region. Sen dynasty was completely Hindu based, and they started destroying Buddhist people in Bengal region. Not only that, the Bangladesh, I say, Bangladesh is pure Bangla. Bangladesh is not Urdu or Arabic, the way Pakistan is actually Punjab, but they have acquired Urdu. But Bangladesh is pure Bangla, now also pure Bangla. No Hindi, no English, no Urdu, no Arabian, pure Bangla. So when Sen dynasty came into the picture, local people were Bangla, and he was kind of troubling people who were talking in Bangla, only Sanskrit. Means he was people were tired of this Buddha period and Bangla period, only Sanskrit, and he started persecuting Buddhist people very severe. Means if you are Buddhist, then you will be persecuted. This is the Sen dynasty. Now there is no, if Gupta period was in Gangetic plain and people, to save their life, people went to Bangladesh. Where Bangladesh itself, persecution of Buddhists started happening where they would go. In that sense, the new religion that was coming into the picture, that was Islam, rather than getting converted to Hinduism, they converted to Islam. That is the story of Bangladesh Muslim, Bakhtiyar Khilji. Bakhtiyar Khilji, I believe he was from Turkey, and then he came with all the missionary saints. Bakhtiyar Khilji, first he burnt the Nalanda University, that was source of Buddhism. Nalanda University was considered a source of Buddhism. So first he burnt that, and then he established his kingdom in Bangladesh. And then the people who were completely tired of Hindu religion from the same dynasty for 100 years, so Bakhtiyar Khilji, he reigned from the 1200 years. 1200, see, 100 period was from the same dynasty. So people completely tired of the Hinduism from the same dynasty. So Buddhist people, they started acquiring the Islam. So under the Bakhtiyar Khilji, maximum people of Bangladesh, they became Muslim during that in 13th century only. That is also called golden period of Islam. Then only majority of the Bangladeshi people became Muslim. Now this is proved by the European travelers also. 15 something means in 16th century, the European traveler who went to Bangladesh, they have written that this region was completely Muslim at that time only. So 13th century, so under the control of Bakhtiyar Khilji, that region became Muslim. But there are other proof also. The Baudd religion became old, and the Gangetic plain is not by nature Buddhist. Like Burma onwards, by nature it is Buddhist, or China or Tibet, by nature it is. This religion belongs to Mongoloid race. So Gangetic plain is not pure Mongoloid race. This is not an inherent religion of that. There is a religion called Sanatan religion that is completely different to Hindu religion also. That is the inherent religion of Gangetic plain. So 1700 years in the Gangetic plain of Buddhist religion, it was, or 600 years, it was suffocating. Means it was too much for the people. So by 1100 only, that period, that Buddhist period was over there. 100 years more it went as far as Nalanda University and Buddhism is considered. So by the time Bakhtiyar Khilji had come in the 1200 C, the Buddhism or Nalanda University was anyway it was waning. Means it had lost the focus at that time only. Little bit it was going on, but it had lost the focus. It was not the full play it was running and someone burnt it. Not true. In that sense, he burnt it that was already burnt. He did not burn something that was thriving, because it was anyway, Nalanda University was anyway existed for 800 years. 800 years one university is running. That is very big time. So, so people in Bangladesh, when they saw for 100 years, Nalanda University was also very weak. In that sense, there was no reason to stick to Buddhism religion where source was Nalanda University. source was of the Buddhism was Magad. In that sense, there was no point in continuing there. So when Bakhtiyar Khilji comes, then people got converted into Islam. So that is the story of Bangladesh. So people in Bangladesh, first of all, they should not make any atrocity on a Hindu. Means this is something that will be kind of anyone would condemn this severely. But their ancestors are not Hindu. The what people are saying in India, these Hindu people only they are traveling Hindu people. This is not true. Their ancestors are Muslim and then Buddhist, and that reason is different. Why this reason is different? Because it is called that people lifestyle and religion. It comes from the soil. Whatever the soil on which you are standing, religion comes from the soil only. So Bangladesh region is very difficult to the Indian region, especially Gangetic region. In Bangladesh region, river Ganga, along with many branches, and then Brahmaputra comes, Meghna comes, and then makes Sundarban Delta. Only tons and tons of rivers are there. Bangladesh, I believe, the density of the river is highest in the world. In that sense, it is different. The West Bengal region or Tripura region is not that much density of river is there, that much it is in Bangladesh. So it cannot be same as what is West Bengal. Though it is a Bengal region, language is Bengali, but the soil is different. Certainly it will be different. Certainly. Okay, so Bangladesh region, first of all, it was not Hindu. This is the past of Bangladesh. And second thing is atrocities on Hindu. It is severely condemnable. If you are in more in number, you are majority. You should have deep respect and sympathy for the minority community that is living there, because minority community they bring trade inside your country. They only bring trade inside your country. They are external force. If you give respect, and you become kind of lenient or not aggressive toward your religion, then they brings the trade. They are the people. Hindu people only make you connected with the India. That is much needed for the Bangladesh. So the trade would go on, and this kind of visa and passport would be over, and people would be prosperous. Okay, so rather than putting atrocity on Hindu, Bangladeshi Muslim, they should respect Hindu out there. But as per the discussion, they are not inherent Hindu. They are little bit different. Whatever. At the all are Indian. All belongs to same genetic structure, Indian subcontinent.